What's up everyone, back for another beer review, and today I'll be reviewing a beer from the Masthead Brewing Company, and they're out of Cleveland, Ohio, and this is their Double Jalapeño Double IPA. So they're calling this one a Double IPA brewed with jalapenos. It comes in at 8.8% alcohol by volume. No IBUs. Listen, time of review, this can is just over 1 month old. So last week I was in Cleveland. I went to a Christmas Story house, did the tour. It was a lot of fun. If you ever can get to Cleveland and you're a fan of A Christmas Story, definitely worth it. I think the tour was like 14 or 15 bucks. And they have a gift shop right across the street, and they have a nice little like bar slash restaurant right across the street as well that had really good food. So on the way back from Cleveland, stopped at a couple bottle shops. Both of the bottle shops really didn't have a lot of singles. Certainly not fresh singles, but this was one of the beers I picked up, and I'm excited. Why? It's been about 3 years since I've reviewed something from Masthead, but I've enjoyed the things I've had from them. And when I saw this one, I was like, I can't pass up a jalapeno beer. So it's a double IPA brewed with jalapenos. On the back here, it says, "You asked, we listened. Our spicy fan favorite is back and now hoppier than ever. Brewed with fresh jalapenos, the fruity notes from hand-selected hops pair well with that unmistakable aroma and flavor, all backed up with just the right level of spiciness." So I guess fans of this beer wanted more of a hop character as opposed to anything else, so they kind of tweaked the recipe. And yeah, so really excited about this one. I love let me take that back. I highly enjoy pepper beers when they're done right, and a lot of jalapeno beers are done right because they're usually not crazy spicy. So I'm hoping that that is the case with this one. Using my Dogfish Head like IPA glass, I don't use all that often. There's probably going to be dirty glass mafia everywhere because it's hard to clean, but at the same time I don't give a shit, because I want to use it, and we're going to use it. And yeah, it's not too bad. A little bit of a cheat there. But yeah, let's see. Yeah, a little bit on the side, but we're fine. Yeah, not really all that bad, dirty glass mafia. So this has an old school IPA look to it. Has that, you know, I won't say crystal clear, but the clarity is pretty high. Good carbonation bubbles because this has an etching at the bottom. Had about a finger of a bright white head that was kind of like soap sudsy. Let's see if we can swirl one back up. Yeah, a little bit of a soap sudsy kind of look to it. Has that like deep honey orange colored old school IPA look to it for sure. Let's get a nose. That smells crazy as far as the jalapenos are concerned. Yeah, it's like I just cut up a bunch of fresh jalapenos and they're just sitting there in front of me. But it's not like over the top with spiciness. Maybe this has a spice level more of like a pickled jalapeno. At least from the aroma, like it has the aromatics of jalapeno, but without like kind of, it's not like burning the nostrils like sometimes you get with pepper beers. There is nice fruitiness, like a citrus kind of fruitiness. Like a mandarin orange. Maybe a little bit like a lemon lime. I don't know what hops they're using here, but definitely accentuating. Like I said, it kind of has like a fruity hop aroma in addition to like the jalapenos themselves. It's not that complex though. Like the jalapenos, 100% predominant note, getting a little bit of that like fruity citrus kind of hop aroma. But yeah, it smells damn fun. We'll just say that. And it's making my mouth water. So let's get into it. Cheers, everyone. That's nice. That's a fun beer. And I was waiting for it, and now there's a little bit of a burn coming to the forefront. Like back of the throat, back of the tongue. I like that. By this one's like higher side of medium body, 8.8%. It's nice. Almost in the low full body. The mouthfeel has a nice crisp kind of character to it. Yeah, a lot of spritzy carbonation. Smooth though, overall as a beer, but it's not creamy or soft or anything. Because again, you look at this beer, it's definitely old school in nature, right? The taste, it's not an overly complex beer to me, but what's there works extremely well. So the most predominant note, omnipresent everywhere, is the jalapenos. It's fresh jalapenos too. It's not pickled, so it has like a fresh jalapeno kind of feel to it. Has that nice earthy, peppery, vegetal kind of taste to it. And you get all the flavor of the jalapeno through the palate, but then as you swallow, like the heat comes back up and hits you on the back of the palate. Like right in my throat and right into like the back of my tongue. There's a nice lingering burn. It's beautiful. The fruity kind of aspect is this is citrus, and it's not like super like juicy and like just, you know, sweet or anything. It has more of like a zesty, like an orange zest, a lemon zest, a grapefruit zest, more of the zest, the pith, not the flesh of the fruit. And that's kind of what I'm picking up from front to back. Back of the palate, in addition to that earthiness, there's like a little bit of a floral kind of resinous hop tone. Finishes slightly dry with a moderate bitterness. So this has a moderate kind of bitterness to it that is really nice because it is kind of sweet up front from the malt character. Malt character is just like this generic grainy bready thing, but it's almost 9%. So obviously the malt's kind of big, but it's just like a kind of generic sweetness. But the spice, the earthy vegetal floral aspect from the jalapenos and the hops themselves, and then that moderate bitterness really makes the finish of this one lean a little bit more bitter and earthy than, you know, sweet and juicy, and I'm here for it. This is the thing, it's not amazing beer, but I think if you like pepper beers, I think this is pretty fucking good. I would say it's pretty good. I'm going to give it a little lower score than what I think they're going for, because maybe I'm not enjoying it as much as I think they kind of nailed a double jalapeno double IPA. That's kind of my stance on it. So I think from that aspect, they probably have, like, for what they're going for, an older school double IPA with double, even it says on the bottom 2 times jalapeno 2 times. So like, I don't know if they're using double the amount of jalapenos or if they're, you know, double the amount of hops or whatever the case may be. But I think this is very vibrant from a jalapeno aspect and very vibrant from a double IPA aspect. Here's the thing. This is kind of a novelty beer like most pepper beers, so I can't go crazy high with my rating, but I think stylistically this is like a 4.6, like a high 4.5, 4.6 out of 5. Like, they did a great job with this. Personally, let me go one more step. I'm between 2 scores, we'll see. It is what it says it is. Like, might even be a 5 out of 5. Anyway, double jalapeno, double IPA from Masthead. This is exactly what I think what they're trying to go for. It's relatively fresh. Give it a low 4.25. I'll go 4.15. I was between a high 4 and a low 4.25. We'll go for low 4.25. I think they did a great job. 4.15 out of 5. That's a really solid pepper beer, which I don't see a lot of breweries do it. But when it's done right, it can be highly enjoyable, and this is highly enjoyable. I'm definitely one and done with this beer. Like, even with the ABV, and that's another thing, I have to give them credit because they kind of hid the alcohol. 8.8, a little warming in the chest, nothing on the palate. So yeah, I think a 4.15 out of 5 is a appropriate score. Price point availability, I don't know what they were charging at the brewery, but the place I went to, I think 4 packs were $14 a 4-pack, and I bought a single can. They charged me $3.75, so not bad at all for 8.8% double IPA with jalapenos. Like, it's a pretty good price. And availability, Masthead, I think, pretty much gets distro only in Cleveland, or only in Ohio. So I've never seen them here in the Western New York area. If you are outside of the state of Ohio and you can get Masthead stuff easily, let me know. I'd be curious, because I really don't know their distro. I just know I've picked stuff up in and around the Cleveland area when I come back from trips down to Cleveland. And yeah, I need to buy more from them. I really enjoy their beers. Anyway, if you've had this one before, post in the comment section. Let me know. I'm starting to feel, the lingering heat in my throat. By the end of this, I'm probably going to need some milk. No, I won't. But I think this would pair beautifully with like some nachos or something that maybe would need kind of like a pepper to kind of cut it. Maybe like a real fatty, maybe like some barbecue. This would go extremely well with, like, I don't know. Wish I had some food right now. Anyway, appreciate everybody stopping by. Till the next one. Cheers.